Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How you doing? All right. What we're going to be talking about right now is having a better plan. And this is all according to Dr. Phil. So what do you got to say, Dr. Phil? I like your show. All right. I know it's no longer on the air, but I still watch the reruns. And he wants us to have a better plan to prepare for the resistance. Ooh, okay. And he is urging people to plan the resistance against the next time that the government attempts to lock us down. Okay, I'm listening. He is addressing his audience because he does have a new show, but he touches on subjects like the border. Oh, yeah. He is sick and tired and sick, up to here with what's going on. He's constantly down there talking to the residents and stuff like that. And he explains how he has been demonized for his stance on what happened to us in 2020, how we were, like shut in, and he said that he has since been proven correct. Now he's urging people for the next time that the government tries to shut down the schools, place the entire population on house arrest, and stuff like that. So I think it's worth it to listen to what he has to say. I mean, not just because he's like a TV personality or anything like that, but because you know what? He is a psychiatrist. He does know what he's talking about. And I do watch his show. I do have to say, I do like him. So take a listen.
I stepped up in the beginning and said, this lockdown, this quarantine is going to create more problems with quality of life than that COVID is going to do in taking lives. People looked at me like I was insane. I got criticized, called a heretic, said, well, what is he talking about? I'll tell you what I was talking about. I was talking about exactly what happened and is happening. And what's more, when you shut down the schools, the day you shut them down, you better have a plan for reopening them. I didn't see a plan for them to be reopened. And we have an entire generation that is suffering from developmental gaps, educational gaps, mental and emotional challenges, and still there's not a good plan to close those gaps. And my concern is when the next pandemic turns the corner, who's got the plan then? What was learned from this? Because you don't hear anybody talking about it, do you? You don't hear anybody talking about it, but I'm talking about it because I want to make noise about this. I want to force people to say we need to get ready for when this happens again. And I'm not some conspiracy theorist saying they're coming to get us and lock us up. But I'm saying we need to think about whether we're going to rely on science and how we're going to react when the government comes in and starts telling us what we can and can't do. I think we need less government. I think if they would step back, we tend to have a way to work these things out.
So, like I said, he has been talking a lot of sense when it comes to a variety of issues. And among a lot of his criticisms have been his stance on DEI agenda, certain surgeries when it comes to vulnerability and the young ones, the border, and the widespread support for Hamas across America's universities. I watched that episode the other day and I was just blown away. You know, I don't know if he knows, something that we don't, and that's why he's telling us to prepare. So I'm just going to leave it up to you. Do your own research. Okay. Form your own opinions, obviously. Okay. Because I always encourage you guys to do such a thing. But from what we have learned from the past. Take that experience, apply it to now. And how am I going to say this? And, like, use that experience and like, prepare. That's it. I mean, if you feel that you have to stockpile more, if you have to, whether it's food, hygiene, cleaning supplies, whatever the case may be, if you wanted to up your security on your home, whatever, because I mean, could this second time around, okay, be worse than the first time? Or could it be more lenient? I have no idea. But obviously, he seems to think that it's going to happen again. And a lot of people actually think that it's going to happen again. Am I one of them? I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. Do I have my suspicions? Of course I do. Of course I do. But I'm not a Debbie Downer, okay? And I'm not going to sit there and say, well, I'm not going to do that. Obviously, I would never do that. But just take the experience that we had in 2020 and don't be unprepared. That's all I'm going to say. Don't be unprepared, because a lot of us were unprepared. And just remember the 2020 toilet paper drama, okay? If anything, at least have toilet paper in the house. Flushable wipes, whatever the case may be. If you've got little nuggets in the house, make sure that they have everything that they need, that type of thing, okay? All right, guys, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.